Alright, the next section we're going to create some videos and create some renderings. So, to do so, we go down to this little section over here, media. I'm going to actually close these off so I don't have to see them anymore. Make a larger image. We got this kind of cool, snowy, foggy scene. It's kind of like a scary movie. We're going to go into the image section and we're going to create a first image. And then I'm going to set up a couple images. I'm going to go here, maybe get one perspective of the building. Create another image there. So we got our two images there. Next thing we're going to do is go into video and create a quick video. And we're going to render it all at the same time. We're going to do what's called a batch rendering. To jump back into this, so this is what we call batch exporting. We create all our scenes, create all our setup and whatever, and then at the end we will essentially just select what we want to export and then export. It'll take about 20 minutes. You can go to, work on something else, go grab a cup of coffee, depending on how many stuff you, images you choose or videos you render. Some might take longer than others. Alright, so like I said, we're going to set up some still shots. If we need to adjust, so let's say we don't want, sorry, I was getting a little ahead of myself in the beginning there. Let's say I want to adjust the weather in this video. I can then therefore adjust this weather and then just refresh by taking this screen here. Or maybe it's, I'll go with, so under that image, I can actually just adjust the settings for that specific image. So let's say I want to make this a sunny season. No small. So I can come back to here, and now I can hit refresh, and it'll refresh it. But if I want that foggy image is still there. So here's the clear one, here's the foggy one. I can even, maybe I like them both. Let's duplicate them. So I'll duplicate that, drag it over so they're next to each other. So they're both the same exact image. I'm going to go and edit this one. Since I like that smog, I'm actually going to go back and go to weather, effects, increase the smog. So now I have one smog, one without. Alright, and then I can actually adjust a lot more stuff within there. I could change every single setting that we just went over in that last video. I could change the lighting, location, weather, camera, all of that kind of good stuff. Even change the format and what the output size is, which is pretty sweet. Let's say I want it 4K, I can do that. So that's a 4K one. This is going to be a normal high definition one. This is also going to be normal high definition one. Alright, panorama. I don't love this feature, but it's there, so I figured I'd show it to you anyways. Panorama, it can create 3D images, so something that you'd put in like maybe one of those cardboard visual or like VR things where you can look around it. We don't have the necessary viewer. You can download an app on your phone and import that image into it, and it will work that way. I don't find these very useful. Panoramas are kind of gimmicky in a way. If you want to use it, feel free. It really is as easy as setting up the view and hitting take a picture. I'm not going to get into it right now because it takes a little bit longer. Video is pretty cool. Videos are definitely a powerful way. This link right here will show you a detailed walkthrough on how to do it. I'll show you a brief one. So let's go create video. When you hit create video, it'll bring you to the menu. You can therefore change the section right here, so how long you want each part to be. Let's say I click one, and then it will link the videos or link the images together. So think of it like still shots, and then Twinmotion will do the animation between the two shots. So to show you what I mean, let's walk up to this front door. Let's take another shot. Walk inside the door. another shot. We're not walking anymore, we're just looking around the space. We'll take another shot. Take another shot. From here we can adjust the time of this thing. Let's say we want this whole clip to be 15 seconds. We can then adjust the settings if we wanted to. I'm going to hit play. It's not going to play. There we go. So you can see how it animates between the shots. Creates a very silky smooth transitions. And that's that. So from here I can actually adjust each individual image if I wanted to. So a really cool thing I could do, I'm going to actually go back to video. I can create multiple videos as well. Another thing I should probably add. Create multiple videos that I can export at the same time. This will be video 1, we'll call this like entryway. And from here I'm going to add one that is right here with the same image, but this one, the beginning one, I want to adjust settings. I want to change the camera, and I want to change the focal length to zoom in. So now it'll be like zoom in and actually zoom out first, and then we'll walk through. I don't know if that's actually what I want, but it's really cool that you can even do that. So now we're changing that camera setting, we're zooming out, and now we're walking through the building. Now because I didn't adjust the time but added a scene, it's a lot faster, so maybe I need to adjust this like 18 seconds to slow it down a little further. So slow it down a little further. I don't know why it doesn't play right off the bat. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Okay. Now presenter mode is really cool. Pause this thing. So we can work this thing called presentation, and we can actually build a presentation here. So I'll create a presentation, click here to add media. We'll select this image and this image. Oh, we got to drag the media, sorry. So this image, we'll go select video and then add entryway. So when I do this, it'll actually create an executable file that we can basically take in a flash drive or a hard drive, take it over to a client meeting, so we won't have to lug around a laptop. You can always have a backup session as well. Or you could even give it to a client if you felt inclined to. Basically what this is like a standalone viewer for our Twinmotion model. Without even having Twinmotion on their computer, they can open up this exe file, which is an executable file, and if they're, I don't know, you can access it really anywhere is the main thing. They'll be able to see the images, and then they can also walk around within the model as well. Be careful on doing that because sometimes you'll release too much detail and you'll open yourself up to too much critique by a client, but I'll let you guys keep an eye out for that. And then to do all that, let's go to export down here. And now let's set up our export. So we want to make sure we got our images selected. Let's export all of these images. We'll select our video. We'll select our presentation. Now all you have to do is hit start export and walk away from the computer for a little bit. It'll take a while. I recommend shutting down all of the other programs while you have this running so it can run a little bit faster. Our new rendering desktop should be able to do this pretty quickly. But let's go with start export. It'll drag you to this window. It says select the folder you want to do. Let's just say we want to drop this on my desktop in a new folder. We'll do tutorial test. Alright, and that's all we have to do, and I'll show you the results in just a second. Okay, so it finished exporting. It did not take that long at all. I think it took all of 10 minutes to export all of these things. So I got a 4K image right here. A little bit rainy, so keep playing around with those settings. This one's a little bit better. This one's got less fog. You can see how it renders a little bit differently. And then this one's also a super rainy scene, but rendered quickly. Let's go with the video next. Let's see how this thing looks. Oh yeah, it's pouring in this video. Overall super smooth though, looks good. I'm interested to see the presentation next. Alright, so in the presentation it loads up a bunch of different files, it looks like. Total file size looks like 5.3 gigabytes, so pretty big. Let's load this thing up and see what's up.
Alright, so here is the presentation mode. It shows up a little bit like a dumbed down version of Twinmotion. You got the images down here. You can swap between. I do think this is awfully slow on my computer, but you can also just rotate around as well. So I'm not positive that it will work on every computer, because it seems like it's taking a lot to process this. I'm sure the snow and rain is not helping. So maybe turn that off too. But here is the video that you can play. And so everything works pretty smooth. And from here, you can actually move around. You can walk. So it's like a lightweight Twinmotion viewer, but it seems like it's running really slow on my computer. So I'm not sure how viable the presenter mode will be unless the client has like a really good computer. You can also use a game console controller, like an Xbox or a PlayStation controller hooked up to this thing. And to walk around and stuff like that. But that's just pretty cool. It's a nice feature to have. Alright, well that's it for the rendering section of this tutorial, and that's it for the Twinmotion Part 6 series. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have any questions about how to use Twinmotion, and I'll be happy to help. So thank you.